So the first sound of the shofar is tekiah. One solid blast. The second sound of the shofar that I want to make now is shvarim, which actually means broken. So you have 3 short notes. The third sound that I want to make is teruah, which actually sounds like a wailing. And the final sound, the hardest sound to do because it requires the most breath, it's also the last sound that we hear on Yom Kippur, is tekiah gedolah. It's a tekiah, the first sound I made, but gedolah means big, great, and so it lasts for a long time. Can go on much longer, but for the purposes of this evening, I'm going to keep it shorter, tekiah gedolah. I like to think of the sounds of the shofar as telling our story as we go through the repentance process of the high holidays. We start out with the tekiah, the short blast, one solid note, and as we look inwards, we begin to explore our faults and we begin to crumble, and so we go from tekiah, we start to break down a little bit to the shvarim, the 3 short blasts. Once we see our faults and we begin to work on them, we discover the hard work that has to begin, the work of tshuva. And sometimes we're overwhelmed by this. It's a lot to do. And so internally, maybe externally, we wail. The blasts of teruah, there's actually 9. But as a result of all of this work, this soul searching, we grow and we become stronger. And so the final sound, especially the final sound on Yom Kippur after the 10 days of growth, is tekiah gedolah. A long tekiah, much longer, much stronger than the first note that we sounded on Rosh Hashanah, the basic tekiah. The shofar is blown a number of times during Rosh Hashanah, and we blow the shofar right after the Torah reading and again towards the end of the service. And there are a number of variations on the order of the notes and the grouping of the notes, but overall it's customary to sound the shofar 100 times on Rosh Hashanah. Now keep in mind, I don't expect all of you to learn how to blow the shofar. It's not an easy thing to do, but interestingly enough, we're not obligated to blow the shofar. We're obligated to hear the shofar.